So last but not least, the late Victorian period marked the end of optimism because, first of all, the growing threats of made by the other countries to the military and economic preeminence of Britain. These led to a trade depression between 1878 to 1880, which in particular regarded the working class, and there was a great interest. So this growing depression led to the lack of optimism, and there was also a great interest in social questions, in particular with the spreading out of the doctrine found out and invented by Karl Marx, the German philosopher, whose theories about a new distribution of wealth and economic resources were deeply researched on in Great Britain. The Fabian Society was established in 1884, and it was a little bit different from Marxism in general, but it was as well a social organization, and it believed in gradual reforms rather than in revolution. One of the members of the Fabian Society was the playwright, the very important playwright, George Bernard Shaw. So Victorian society had come out with this ambiguity, with this dark side of ambiguity. On one side, society respected its moral code and Puritan attitudes, but on the other side, the social conventions were often based on financial convenience, on taboos. So on one side, prosperity and code; on the other side, spreading out of prostitution, gambling, the use of drugs. Showed the developed a strong disbelief in society, in the Victorian society itself. And for example, the theme of the double became a quite important theme in the production of the writers, because it reflects the ambiguity of the age. And there wasn't the identification, there wasn't possible any longer the identification between the writers and the society. In the late production, there was a rising up and increasing of criticism towards the Victorian compromise. Also social Darwinism, so the idea that the Darwin's theory of the natural selection to society, and the fact that life was a struggle for existence, and the fittest were about to survive, triumphed. As well as the theory by the philosopher and scientist Spencer that justified the liberalism and capitalism, the laissez-faire theory, considering that inequality and poverty were natural traits of every society.